Hey everybody, welcome back to the DRich Show. This is your host DRich, and today is the 24th of March, 2021. How's everybody doing out there? Happy Hump Day, everyone. I hope that this video finds everyone in good spirits, good health, good energy. We're midweek. To all of my subscribers to my platforms, thank you so much. And again, if you guys are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button, as well as the thumbs up and the notification bell. So anyway, guys, yesterday I kind of talked to you guys about 9 years ago yesterday, the situation when it came to the finalization of my divorce, which was 9 years ago yesterday, and how it came down to the wire, last minute, last hour, for the judge to sign off on this. And the reason why this was important, because 9 years ago today, which was a Saturday, I got married. I was supposed to get married. And I did, in fact, get married that day, which was March 24th. We cannot have moved on with the ceremony, if that, we could have, but, it wouldn't been for that particular day. We would have had to set it for another day when the finalization of the order went in place. And, sometimes there's intervention when you least expect it, or, when you think it's not coming. And, we held our hope and we had faith that it would get signed. And again, it happened at the last hour, the last minute of the day, which was Friday, going into the weekend. This was a blessing. And, sometimes dreams do come true. And, sometimes if you want to look at it, fairy tales do happen, because the situation was a fairy tale situation, on how we met, how we went through the process, and trying to get a divorce finalized, that was in, clogged. It was clogged up in the system for over almost 7 years. So anyway, another key aspect that I'll never ever forget, during this day, it was on Catalina Island, and what happened was, throughout the whole day, we thought we were going to have, because it was supposed to be on the beach, on the sand, on the shore, things like that, and we assumed we would have to have it inside, based on the fact that the weather was not permitting. It was raining, very, very heavy. And, lo and behold, during the time and hour of the ceremony, things like that, guess what happened? Yep, you bet. The sky opened up, sunshine, bright as ever. And, it was a blessing. So, again, if you believe in fairy tales, those things are true. It depends on how you want to perceive it. And once the ceremony was done, immediately it began to rain. So put your faith and trust in something greater than yourself, knowing that, everything will work out, regardless if it's at the last minute or the last hour. Always hold faith. Always hold trust to some of those things that you hold dear. But anyway, I don't want to continue to bore you guys with stuff like that. But again, always have faith and trust, because at the end of the day, from that day forward, things began to change, and this is where we are today. And again, today is 9 years. So congratulations to myself, my wife as well, and those who supported us and who have stuck around to make it happen. But anyway, guys, let's just move right on into today's video. We're going to be talking about the coin market cap as always, and then we're going to go back to something I said yesterday about China and Russia trying to get off the dollar or remove themselves from the dollar, things like that. We'll get into that article, and then shortly we'll get into Representative Kennedy questioning Janet Yellen, and I want you guys to hear the interview and come to your own conclusions in regards to the response or questions that was asked and the response that were given, and you get to decide who you think these people are. As I've pointed out on multiple videos, how I feel, not necessarily, but in a roundabout way, regarding to these people who are in charge of our monetary system. But anyway, guys, Bitcoin right now is dominating at 60.1%, and Ethereum is down to 11.2. Bitcoin is trading at $55,819. Ethereum is at $1,682 and some change. Binance Coin, you got $259 with some change as well. And then you got Cardano at $1.13. Polkadot at number 6 there, $34.41. Uniswap. Oh, sorry. I jumped over XRP. Why did I do that? I guess nobody's really looking at XRP, but you know what? It's at 54 cents, down 3% in the last 24 hours. And again, guys, I don't know how long these prices will last. If there's a relist of the XRP to exchanges here in the United States, that will most definitely make the price appreciate. Uniswap, $30.24, down almost 12% over the last 24 hours. Then you got Theta there at number 9. Just doing work, continue to do work. It did retrace a little bit. So, congratulations to the Theta holders right there at $12.93. And rounding out the top 10, you got Litecoin at $191.71. And guys, it's a mixed bag of everything in the market today. You got red, you got green. On certain assets, you got VeChain pushing up a little bit, trying to make some new highs and things like that. You got Filecoin if you hold Filecoin, Crypto.com coin. And again, guys, these coins for these exchanges, I think that they're going to hold a lot of value. As you can see, BNB did some numbers. What I like to do is I like to, if there's something like change left over on Bitrue, I convert, the leftover change from assets, Tether, things like that, and I convert it into BTR. And that's how I am able to accumulate that token. As you know, I also am fond of the Nexo token and the Nexo exchange, and I think that's going to be a good token as well. But anyway, guys, do your own due research, come to your own investment conclusions. This is not ever financial advice. I just always give situations where hopefully you can relate to as to what I've been doing as far as trying to make it work for yourself. Anyway, guys, as you can see, again, I'll go down the market a little bit. I won't go too much further because we're going to get into that article about Russia and China here right quick. You got BTT if you guys are heavy handed with that. You're probably making some good coin back. And there's a whole bunch of other ones. And just before I move forward, did you guys see what happened with Casino Coin? Wow. Very impressive. So whoever's been holding that Casino Coin, and remind yourself it's part of the Flare network as well. So I do hold that. I just actually picked up some pack now that it's on Bitrue. So, I'm adding that to my portfolio. I got a nice, good bag of that. So, we got to continue to accumulate to try to set up a masternode. And, again, if you guys are looking to do masternodes, things like that, the best person to probably look at is David XRP. So look at him and go to his YouTube channel. He has all that information. He also has a Coil account where you can actually read the blog and step-by-step process to setting up a masternode and things like that. So go ahead and do that. And if you guys are into passive income, just another opportunity that I wanted to throw your way. So thank you, David, for always doing some good research, some healthy research for people who might not know about Pact Global and its partnership with Flare Network as well. So anyway, moving forward, as I mentioned yesterday, Russia, China must move away from the dollar. This was written on March 22nd, 2021. This is also coming from the Big News Network. Moscow, Russia, March 22nd, amid the growing bans by the United States on Beijing and Moscow, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has said that the U.S. sanctions risk need to be alleviated by switching to an alternative currencies and moving away from the U.S. dollar. We need to reduce the sanction risk by strengthening our technological independence, by switching to payments in national currencies and in world currencies alternative to the dollar. We need to move away from the use of Western-controlled international payment system, Lavrov said in an interview with Chinese media, as quoted by Sputnik. Earlier this month, U.S. President administration slapped sanctions on 7 Russia officials in response to the poisoning and imprisonment of Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny. This was among a series of steps to the new administration had announced on Tuesday in its first significant move against Moscow. Furthermore, they are promoting their ideological agenda aimed at maintaining their dominance by holding back the development of other countries. And this policy runs counter to the objective trend and, as it was customary to say, is on the wrong side of history. The historical process will still take its toll. Lavrov was quoted as saying by Sputnik as well. So guys, when you start seeing this pop up, we are headed for de-dollarization and fiat currency as a whole. Perhaps there'll be a basket of digital currencies, again, attached to some sort of precious metal. My personal opinion is that you got gold as XRP, you got XLM as silver, you have, probably maybe Algorand as like a platinum or palladium. And I think that, you'll find some other ones, maybe XDC as copper, and then something running off of iridium or something like that. So keep your eyes on it. This is only my speculation, following other people who might have some of the same ideas, whether whether you believe them or not, just take your time and go down a rabbit hole and find out where you come out. If you come out, I don't think you will, because once you get started on, one way, it'll send you another way, and then all kind of information opens up, and then it's like, here we go again. So, this is where I'm at. I continue to go down these little rabbit holes and find new stuff to, talk about, not only talk about, but to present for what might be coming here very shortly. But anyway, guys, what I wanted to have you guys listen to, I don't want to get like any copyright things, so I'll play this. This is coming from Senator John Kennedy, and I want you guys to really pay attention to what he's about to ask. Listen to what he's talking about.
I want to stay within my time, and I need to ask Secretary Yellen a question. Secretary Yellen, the Biden administration's plan, and it is your plan, to require the IMF to issue $1 trillion of these SDRs, new SDRs, is going to cost the American taxpayer about $180 billion. Now, your reason for doing that is a good reason. You say you want to help poor countries. But you and I both know that only about 10% of that money is going to go to poor countries. It's not going to help poor countries. It's going to help if they cash in their SDRs. It's going to help China. It's going to help Russia. It's going to help Venezuela. And besides that, under your plan, you're intentionally splitting the plan into two tranches of $500 billion each to avoid having to come before Congress. And I don't understand why it is efficient to charge the American taxpayer $180 billion, all of which we have to borrow, and you say you're doing it to help poor countries, and only 10% is going to poor countries, and even more is going to Russia and to China.
I'm sorry, it's not going to cost the taxpayer $180 billion.
Sure it is. You have to borrow the money. You don't have the money sitting in a checking account.
The IMF.
They're going to redeem those SDRs, not just the poor countries, but China.
There are many countries that can provide hard currencies in return for SDRs, including the United States. If the United States does agree to provide SDRs, it will have to issue treasury bills or debt to do it, but it will also.
I rest my case.
I'm sorry, but it will also earn interest on any amounts that it converts on behalf of other countries, and it will be essentially a wash.
But the money will never be paid
back. And it will pay.
It
does. There is no money to be paid back.
Sure.
It doesn't matter. The interest that we earn on any excess SDR holdings offsets the cost of issuing treasuries, and it's essentially a wash, and it is not costly.
I disagree with you, Madam Secretary. I think I'm no disrespect, but I think you're wrong. I think we're going to have to borrow all $180 billion of this.
I don't know where you got a number like that from.
Well, when China comes to redeem its SDRs and says we want dollars, where do you think we're going to get the money? We're going to borrow it. I've gone over. I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, but this is an important issue. I'll call you, Madam Secretary.
Okay, I'd be glad to talk about it offline.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Senator.
All right, guys. So you guys heard that. You guys heard what was going on. Very reluctant to answer questions in regards to where that money is going to come from. It will have to be borrowed, and it will have to be paid back by the tax-paying citizens with the interest that comes along with it. And this is the same thing that's been going on with our banking systems. It's a system based on debt, based on high interest rates and things like that. So you guys do your own thinking on this. I wanted to present that to you as a nugget because, Yellen has been talked about a couple times on this channel. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea, her stance on things and how she communicates. And sometimes you could tell a lot by the way people communicate, because it's not, she was caught off guard by this Senator John Kennedy by asking those questions. So again, I'll let you guys decide. I don't want to go too much into it. So at the end of the day, we'll see what happens, and we'll see how this plays out, how this affects not only the United States, but other countries around the world when it comes to SDRs, getting loans or bailouts from the IMF. Honestly, I don't think that that might happen. That's just my opinion, because I think that the IMF is, controlled. They control the central banks. They are they're part of the same structure and dynamic. So we'll see what happens and how that goes. But anyway, guys, I want to cut the video short. I got a lot of things to do today. I hope that you guys have an outstanding rest of your Wednesday. Have outstanding evening. Do what you need to do. Continue to dive into research, dive into different type of material. Don't be subjected to just only focusing on one subject. Focus on multiple subjects to kind of understand them. And even with myself, I have to, read alternative information so that I can see if it's something that, I can pull out of it that I might agree with or might not necessarily agree with, and then compare and differentiate what these people are saying so I can come to my own conclusion like I'm asking you guys to do. But anyway, take care. God bless. And to remember, always treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.